full of
controllers.
slinging content, slinging tent, as we say in the biz. Steph, how are you?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
Mr. Stefan Jawinski, one of our fight designers, people who watch our weekly show, The Warrior's Den.
This is where we die.
At noon. Will maybe recognize you've been on a few times.
A couple of times. Have fun.
You ready, Tyler?
You're going to
ready
show
for
us
this?
today with all three of you are playing in this tournament right now as well. You're here to show off Kensei, Berserker, and Conqueror, yes? Because these have been majorly updated this season. Which
Please.
It's finally the day. We get to show the cool stuff. We're hyped.
Are you ready for this?
I heard on a video online that the Kensei was nerfed now.
What is a patch? A good patch without a Kensei nerf, right? Like, yeah, I don't know. I think maybe we
let's find
sing
out.
a different tune after seeing some of this stuff.
Cool.
Oh no.
Well, should we dive in?
Yeah. Just want to preface it with like, why do we pick?
So
these
you know what they
heroes?
just said, right?
Yeah, I did.
What kind of is
They
the
said
course?
after the patch drop, they might need to
things.
look into it.
When we look at our data,
that's
like we can see that.
When we look at our what?
I really,
Kensei, Berserker, Conqueror are low performers. Kensei, in fact, is chasing Highlander for the lowest performing.
Oh, so Conqueror's chasing Highlander for lowest.
No, Kensei is.
Know that if you fight against a Kensei or Berserker, if you block the correct direction, right, like that shuts down everything. Counter guard break, you're good. Roll away when you get scared, right? Conqueror, a little more dodging, but basically the same stuff. And then, in terms of the improvements today, what they have in their kits was easy to speak to us as to what's core about them, what's their identity, and how can we pull that out to really make them shine.
Cool. All right, that sounds great. So let's. What are we checking out first?
Kensei. Let's start with Kensei.
All right, let's do it.
So Damien can be happy.
Yes, Damien needs this.
Okay.
I need
Kensei,
this.
A couple of problems. Let's start with the top-heavy finisher.
Hold on, we're not on the Kensei feed yet. Let's not miss any of the good stuff.
All right, I'll just tell you about the problems then.
Sure. There we go.
Kensei's top-heavy finisher, the side cancels used to happen at an early timing, so the opponent had much more time to decide, hey, it's a side cancel, and deal with it. So we've switched up the animation, as you saw there, and the purpose of that is then we can do nicer.
Oh, that is cool.
Of side light, side heavy, dodge, guard break. The other improvement you will notice there is that the side light, all light finishers got super armor. Yeah, great. There you saw it. The other part of why it wasn't working so well is like, say you do a swift strike and then top heavy finisher. The opponent used to be able to stuff that with a light. Now, swift strike and the second heavies in the chain cause heavy reactions, and this means that the opponent doesn't have time to stuff you with a 500 light. So that's pretty good. The other...
Depending on how they execute.
Well, I mean, Alex is, what are you at right now, 2-1 as a Blackstone, so maybe that's what's happened today. Oh, now he's mad.
Yeah, he's mad. He did not like that.
Yeah, sorry, 2 Vikings here, and we're rocking it. So, the other major change here is top heavy finish.
Oh!
Spoiler. Okay, we'll go straight to Pommel Strike. Pommel Strike is a cancel from your top heavy. So you do top heavy, and access it. It opens, it's a melee. Tease the second light in the chain, and obviously you can then go to your finisher from there. So that's what we think Kensei needs to open up turtles. We also think it's interesting because it kind of
he has an opener now.
Kensei is going to be canceling the top heavy stuff. The last thing I wanted to show you on the top heavy finisher is the other problem it had was that he could roll away from the second hit, and it didn't matter what the cancel was. We gave Kensei a new move because we liked the top unblockable animation so much. That's called Nature's Wrath, and it's a dodge forward heavy. You can reach it from neutral, you can reach it from your top heavy cancel, and when it hits, it chases down rollers really well. And of course, you could go into the top heavy finisher afterwards. So yes, and the awesome animation survives in different form.
That is so cool.
So yes, now Kensei is threatening at the end of a chain. Since we like the idea of that, since we like the idea of Pommel Strike being the cancel on the top heavy, we then decided why not go whole hog with this. So top heavy can now cancel to side heavy, side light. It can cancel dodge. And why not have the second top heavy cancel to second side light and second side heavy and dodge and guard break? Sounds amazing. Yes. Kensei can do anything now from top heavies.
I'm so happy right now. What do you think?
Just saw the chain there.
Well, we didn't.
I don't want to give my
opinion
opinion right now. I'm just looking at the chat and watching it.
We're still not on the game feed. There we go.
Okay, one more top heavy side light. Top heavy side light. Oh,
you know what that reminds me of?
Okay.
Okay,
yep,
let's.
It's scary.
Let's jump over to Berserker.
You want to know what that reminds me of,
we are
Phil?
running out of time.
Okay.
What?
Sure.
It reminds me of
anything else,
Shaman
any
to
final
Heavy to
Kensei you
Bleed.
needed to show?
I think Alex is trying to show it off real quick without me talking. There's an attack out there if you could.
If people watching want to see like every single detail, we have our patch notes live now. It's for honorgame.com/patch notes. You can see every single change that's been done to all of these characters, their damage, their time. But yes, let's switch over to Berserker now because.
Okay, Berserker is kind of the same boat. Berserker needs something to crack turtles. So the finishers at the end of the chain, heavy, heavy, heavy. If you could give me that, please.
Please, thank you.
We're skipping ahead. It's all right. Yep, those are unblockable. And the top heavy, also unblockable. So that's pretty cool. Let's skip also to the feint. So if you feint any heavy, anywhere in the chain, you can then launch an opening light or an opening heavy. They get super armor. The light is 400 from the side, 500 from the top, so it's a speed increase. And you can see there, it trades, and you can continue into the chain. Berserker deflect, let's throw a top heavy at it. You don't have to do the guard break, but if you press X, you can do the guard break. There's certain situations you don't want to do it, you don't want to get trapped into the animation, so you don't have to do that. Anything else I'm missing on Berserker, guys? Dodge effect, do a dodge side, yeah. So this is how the dodge always worked, but this blue effect is telling you that the Kensei cannot dodge away from that move.
Interesting.
So Orochi has this as well.
Okay.
So it's going to be awesome ninja
So
stuff.
we have one more character we still need to show. So for the people in the truck, I apologize. We're going to go along with this segment. Okay, so let's switch over then so we can show off the conch. I would be thrown from the window of Ubisoft if we didn't show the conch on this stream.
Yes, you will.
So we can chat a little bit while we switch over to the conch. The guys just have to launch a new match.
Sure. Conquerors have been having a hard time. We took away their superior block on passive accidentally early.
Yes, we did.
Then we put it back because we thought it wasn't fair in Season 4 for them not to have it right to the end without any of the buffs. So today, or February 15th, we're going to take it away again. But we're going to give Conqueror all the cool tools
a lot of new cool stuff, yes.
And I don't think you'll miss it much longer than...
yeah, you'll forget you ever had it.
A week. We got one more week of worrying. So,
so Steph, is it, on a higher level, are these sort of updates or reworks, as some people are calling them, is this kind of a newer approach for your team in Season 5 and onwards?
Well, I mean, we've been talking about it kind of like just anecdotally. We think the big switch was when Raider got the ability to stunning tap. Gladiator.
That's the most annoying thing ever, by the way.
Not being nerfed into oblivion. Shaman, same deal. And we thought, well, attacking can be good again, so why not let the characters who really can't attack join the crowd of attacking characters?
With that segue, let's see the Conch attacking good.
Conqueror. Okay, if he stops emoting for a moment. Charged heavy. Unblockable. There's no more crazy rules about like second charge or whatever the heck that used to be. Chain rules are relaxed. Let's go straight to that. So like heavy, light, shield bash mix up. Any order you want. There's no restrictions.
Nice.
Before I make him run out of stamina, any heavy can be protected by doing a cancel to what we call shield uppercut.
That's a new move, huh?
Exactly, new move. That includes the charge heavies. It's really good at catching side dodgers, so you might want to use that to fake them out with your charge heavy once in a while. We take away superior block that we talked about, but we did put superior block on the full block stance. If you give that to me, yep. And you can follow with a new move, flail uppercut, 30 damage, unblockable, follows into the chain.
Nice.
It's pretty awesome. So Conquerors predict incoming attacks, hit them with a down stance,
Wow.
stance, superior block, and punish them with flail.
That is nice.
Wow, you blew through it.
Fast.
Amazing.
Yes.
So as I mentioned, thank you, perfect guys. As I mentioned, if you go to forhonorgame.com/patch notes, there's every single detail about these changes, bit by bit, change by change. And Steph and the team has been nice enough to actually write up a mini series of dev blogs. The first one will be going up today, later this evening on ForHonorGame.com, which talks about the changes to parry, which is an overall change this season to the fight. And then it'll follow with a blog for each of these 3 characters that we've just shown. To sort of go more in detail, give more design intent and the idea behind some of the other moves. So look for those over the next few days on the ForHonorGame.com blog. And we could do this for so long, but we can't. We'll have you back in the Warriors Den where we have as much time as we need. Thank you so much, guys. Good luck with the rest of the tournament. And speaking of that, we're going to throw to one more thank you video and then get to the semifinals. So thank you so much.
Thanks, everyone.
Best moment for Honor at China Joy, the biggest video game show in China. So much fun, 4v4 against real player and amazing, brutal stunt show.
I want to thank you all for your
I'm just muting it now because I don't really care for anything after this.
Passions.
Alright, so thoughts?
I'll go Berserker to Kensei last. Berserker, I don't like what they did, not because he's OP, but they did him wrong because they nerfed his deflect, and I don't like what they did with Berserker because they pretty much made every heavy, like, it's predictable. They can't switch it up. My issue is they should have done with Berserker what they did with Kensei, where he could heavy and then light another way, because it's predictable when you're not able to, but just feign it out, because, you know, Shaman can dash out of it. The Berserker can't. Next would be Conqueror. I mean, Conk pretty much all the same with light and heavy from what I saw. Full block stance gives you a unblockable that you can't parry from what I saw.
He also gets an uppercut now.
Yeah, that's when you go into full block stance. That gives you a full. You can get your heavy into a uppercut, but there's nothing guaranteed. I think there's a guarantee after it. I'm not sure. Conk really, because I'm looking at the chat. I was kind of reading the chat. A lot of people were for the Conk. They said the Conk's nice, but it doesn't really give him anything that's versatile enough to consider him still a great tier character. Because what they did, they just said, hey, we're going to give you, ways to, I guess it's not really giving you anything to fight back, because the one thing people argued is he was really easily parryable, which is still the same thing. Because if you didn't hear, the light speed that he has is going to be slowed down. So,
Kensei needs a nerf Kensei OP. Come on, people.
As for Kensei, I don't know. I mean,
I'm happy he has an opener now.
Opener, the butt I have no issue with, because I think he needed opener. So don't get me wrong, Stream. The butt is needed. What he did not need was the fact that he could then after the opener go the top heavy, fine, but then to be able to just completely switch it out into a heavy again. It's like the Kensei, everything I saw was like the butt, perfect. The heavy into light side, great. The thing that I think everyone's like hinting to here is that he has not only an opener, he has so many ways where he can limit his punishment. And if people like who are watching this don't understand what that means, it's the argument that people had with Shaman, and I'll tell you, is that she had so many openers. They said that she had too many openers to where she wasn't able to be punished, where top heavy into a side light, top heavy into a side light, pretty much her zone into a light, her unblockable into a dash. People thought that was thought it was broken, and they thought it was unnecessary. So for anyone listening, I'm not saying Kensei didn't deserve a buff or a rework, because the rework was perfectly justified. The butt is an opener he needed. What I think people are recognizing, because if you guys go back and watch his chat since Phil's streaming it in his YouTube, Phil Faster Games, so go subscribe to him. That they're saying, if you were to argue the point, I would say you're right that he needed a rework. But what people are saying is, in the chat, if you guys read it or go back to it, they're saying he's pretty much at this point being given what the Shaman was given, but it's not to the point where he does bleed. It's pretty much he can you know, he is putting it to where, and somebody had a point here, is somebody said now Kensei's pretty much getting the biggest 50-50 game in the game because because here's the thing, Phil hates the stun tap, right? And the Kensei kind of just got this where he can go into a heavy to a side light, heavy into another heavy. So I think what he has, his tools arsenal is great. Kensei, you know, I'll be fine with it for a while. Like, okay, Kensei needed to be OP for a while. You know, Kensei needed something. He got an opener. He got the heavy afterwards. I do not like how they slowed down his heavy because it just reminds me of the shaman. But for right now, do I think he could use tweaks? Yes. Do I think they should take anything away from him? No. I think what they should do is do what they did with shaman, just not to the extent where like the side lights would be a little bit slower, not like extremely, right? But just a little bit to where, because Phil, here's the thing, playing Kensei is gonna be great, but when you fight another Kensei, Phil, is where you're gonna are going to start realize, wow. So, am I happy with this buff? Absolutely. I think both characters got what they needed.
One of the things I liked about the rework is the fact that now, if someone like runs from you, the Kensei can leap after you, as it were, like a ninja, or well, he technically sort of is, and basically just catch you. It's like it's a great feeling to see. Yeah, I'm glad he got an opener. I'm glad he you know, got these tools. But I have to agree with Tyler. As much as I loved what I was seeing, I felt like they made him just a little bit too strong. Just a little bit too strong.
Because, like, and this is what I told somebody here. The Conqueror got something I didn't want. And it was pretty much, I'll tell you this right now. He's being made into a little bit more of a turtle. And the people might not understand this. But it's full block stance, right? A lot of people go for light attacks. Full block stance apparently works for the light, too. Yeah. If you didn't read. So, Lawbringer, or say Warden. Kensei goes for, like, you know, goes into unblockable. And then they go into full block stance. He gets a free heavy right afterwards. So, like, you are making it to where... I mean, I like how the full block stance is, you know, at least something, right?
Also, there's something we discovered playing against Conqueror. I don't think they mentioned this, but apparently right now Conqueror has a deflect. I don't know.
Yeah, he deflects and he gets a free shoulder bash that cannot be dodged or anything.
I don't know. Like, I don't know how, but apparently he does. I don't know if he'll have one... During the rework, how do we know about it? Well, we fought a Conqueror last night. I think, was it last night or was it the night before? I think it was, yeah, it was Tuesday. Tuesday afternoon, we were fighting a Conqueror that literally was deflecting us. And yeah, we won, but it was hard fighting him.
Yeah, but if anyone's getting opinion, Berserker, I don't really think got a rework as much as people would like to say.
I think he more got just tweaks here and there.
Yeah, here's the issue that I'm having with a lot of people is they think unblockables are reworks. No, I'll tell you this from an example. Just put it out to the ad mortem.
Yeah.
For the most part, you're gonna faint it. There's no doubt you're gonna go in the light, heavy.
Unless they're on the ground, in which add more than all you want.
Because guys, don't get me wrong. I've been saying most of the time when I played as Kensei and I watched Phil sometimes, I said Kensei needs. I've said this ever since, and Phil can quote me on this. I think he needed an opener.
Yeah.
He needed something because the issue that he had is people could sit back, wait, and just deflect. They didn't have to really worry. They could parry or just block. Now, you have to make sure when he goes for a heavy if he's going to go for an opener or not.
Yeah.
I think the thing that kind of threw me off is his opener is more based off, because now what people are going to do is it punishes, and this is the thing that I had a little bit that I wasn't happy about, is the top thing that he can follow with dashers. I like for the top heavy. I don't like how that with any heavy you can, because you're gonna have to worry about the deflect, right?
Yeah.
So if somebody rolls away from it, they get punished for it.
Yeah.
I think there's a little bit of a tweaking. Like, I don't want anything.
Like, I don't I don't think, like, me neither, honestly. But personally, I think, like what Tyler's saying, that we need, like, he's gonna need tweaks, of course. Like,
yeah, it's like.
And he's not going to permanently stay the way he is. Like in Season 5, I'm pretty sure there are going to be slight nerfs, slight tweaks here and there.
Unless, I will say this, unless they do what they did, they gave him the Gladiator. Because a lot of people, I want to quote this.
Yeah.
Gladiator, has actually not been given a nerf since he was released. He's stayed the same. His
Yeah.
toe stab has gotten a little bit, you know,
because of Gladiator. The funny thing about Gladiator is that I fought like when like you get there. Did I record when I first fought your Gladiator for the first time?
yeah.
Yeah. If you guys go back to the video, I destroyed his Gladiator. Now he destroys
Yeah,
me. But I never ever when fighting Gladiator felt like he was overpowered. I felt like I was fighting in a sense another Swiss Army knife, and really. Like, I have no issue fighting gladiators because their set makes sense to me. Like sure their zone is annoying, but if you back up after they hit you and you manage to parry it.
Oh, and in case anyone knows that the Knights are actually doing really good against the Vikings here.
Yeah, I'm actually
They
happy
are,
with that. So really, like, I have no complaints against the Conqueror because I think he is a great. He was probably
Holy.
He was a.
Oh, just gonna go back to the stream here for a second. I just want to point out what the Knights are doing now is what they should have been doing ever since. They are
Yeah.
And in case anyone if nobody knows what he's quoting, if like no one here watches football, when he quoted the Eagles were the biggest underdog going in the Super Bowl. They hadn't won a championship and they ended up beating the Patriots. So that's
Yep.
what pretty much he was quoting.
Yep.
But as for the Kensei, will the Kensei say the same? No. And honestly, unfortunately here, and I'm going to quote, and this is just, pure assumption here. Kensei most likely, because what they were saying, will get a nerf, and because that's what he was saying, they will need to look into him about after a week. But I think what they're gonna do is what I'm not gonna like, and this is what I'm gonna say. They're going to do something that's awful. They are going to nerf the Kensei, and when I mean nerf, I feel like they will nerf him. And I'll tell you what they might do. Where his heavies now are going, and his lights are going to be so much slower. To where, I'll show you where they have like a time limit. And if you guys want to know what I'm quoting here, the Warden, where they shortened it. And if they shortened it, I get it, but don't shorten it too much because the Warden, for example, is a character I've been saying needs a rework for the fact that a lot of people, and I know I might, I get it because a lot of people, have issues with Warden. I get it, but. Warden
I don't. I've gotten used to it.
Warden has a mix-up that's actually just is not a bread and butter because the shoulder bash is really easy dodgeable now.
It's
it's more to the point that it's so predictable. Oh, they're gonna go for a shoulder bash. Oh, they're gonna go for top light.
Yeah.
So when people talk about, oh, he has an opener, it's not about if he has an opener. It's about how dependent.
No, don't get me wrong, guys. When Tyler plays Warden, it's amazing. But like, he's pretty good, but I agree. It's like if they do nerf the Kensei to the point where he's like slow, it'll hurt, but I'll still play him because I've played Kensei since forever.
Oh, by the way, we only have 30 more minutes until we get to the 3-hour mark to where we get our.
I'm still here. I haven't stopped. I just muted the stream, but I'm still. It's still playing.
So. Kensei will be, if case anybody wants, I mean, I feel like, hey, what's better than a Kensei work when you can actually get gear with it, too?
Yeah. So, this coming Thursday, I will be showing off...
Making a video.
Like usual, like tradition, and I'll be showing off, basically, the Kensei rework, and playing it, and Tyler, of course, will be my punching bag.
I will be also... throughout the next few days be trying to play Dominion a little bit with Conqueror. I've been wanting to get him to rep 7 because it just gives me a chance to, well, not only that, in case anyone's curious, I hope you all are saving up your steel for this
coming Thursday. Yeah, please do.
Yep.
Because hashtag finding gear in this game is like finding a needle in a haystack.
Yeah, I mean, but I'll say this. So far from what I'm seeing, Phil can finally say that devs have listened.
Yeah.
Personally, as a character who got me, because I played Conqueror, I really like Conqueror, and I might become one after this. You never know.
Yeah. But yeah, I think Tyler's happy just to see the Conqueror get some love they deserved, right?
Yeah, the Conqueror needs some love, but also to all you Kensei mains, it is your day.
Yeah.
You've been waiting so long.
Yeah.
For the chance to beat a threat.
Yeah, for your Kensei mains out there that have put up this long. As a Kensi player who's Rep 21 to all of you, thank you for putting up to this point. This is your basically the dawn, you could say, of the Kensei, where he gets a trying to be in the spotlight to show off that he's
pretty much saying, "Did you guys forget about me?"
And the Conqueror's standing next to him, and the Berserker's next to him. They're all three there. You know what the best part about this wallpaper is? Is that I looked at it, and I thought to myself, you know, it looks like all of the characters in front are protecting the Kensei from everybody. They're like, he's had enough! He's had enough! So
now Kensei, will Kensei be OP? You could argue he'll be in a sense OP. Well, to me, anything that's new is OP. If you're like, Highlander when he first came out was OP because no one knew how to deal with him. Yeah,
but Highlander also is getting major buffs. So is Nobushi.
He's getting some
Nobushi's getting balanced. That's what they say. Nobushi's zone is getting nerfed because she was scary in team fights, but I think one of her lights is being buffed. I have to go back to my other recording and find out. I don't know if you noticed, but above people were talking about nerfing the Warren Shield Bash in the chat. I kind of chuckled to myself. So it's just when it comes down to Warren, guys, he's the Swiss Army knife of For Honor. Okay, the Warren, despite as irritating as he may seem, and yes, I've seen Warren spamming Shield Bash and stuff. It is painful, but Tyler can tell you how to deal with it. Right?
Yeah.
Well,
oh my lord, Nitro about to win.
Wow. Wow.
And Knights won this.
Wow.
They took first.
They did it. They actually did it. Wow. Wow.
Dang.
They did it.
Oh wait, if they win, it's best out of 3. So I think if they win all 3, or if they win 2 and they win 1,
they have a chance. They have a chance. Yeah.
Attack cells.
Yeah. Once Tyler and I were saying while we were watching the match that it felt like season 4 with the whole rigged Vikings thing.
Yeah. But so guys, season 5. In case you guys want to know, after the tournament, they will be most likely, from what I read in some things, they will be releasing a second season pass. So while people might be like, that should be grateful to actually hear for one reason. That means For Honor will be having a year 2. So expect new gear,
characters,
new characters, new reworks, new everything, and dedicated servers on the 19th.
Yeah,
everything that everyone's been wanting.
So all of you haters and mad and salty people that are shouting dedicated servers, you guys can now zip your mouth shut and go play the game.
For all those people who, first off, let's just say this now.
Yeah.
This game has been going in the right direction for a while. I think, when they showed me the Mihara V2 for the second, they were going the right way.
Yeah.
But
Tyler's a Scent lover.
Yeah, I played Scent
since his inception.
Yeah. I'm a Warden main. I'm actually, and Phil might be surprised, as I'm about, I think, 2,000 XP from being rep 18 with him.
Yeah.
Then
So to all of you who didn't give up on this game and stuck around since.
Oh, but if you guys debated, I feel you there. I understand if you guys have debated it.
Yeah.
Because I was.
I don't blame you. We debated giving up on For Honor a lot too. We had our moments, but for those of you like us who've been sticking around since closed beta of the game, I tip my hat to you. And for those of you that quit but came back, I tip my hat to you guys too, because you guys decided to give For Honor a second chance. For Honor's that game where we thought it was going to die, but it's always proved us wrong. We thought it would never get any better than it was. We thought it would spiral downhill, but it's not. The people are listening to their players. They're doing what they can, and we're not the developers of the game. We are the community. We do have a voice, but in the end, they're the ones that are making this game, not us. That's something you guys have to remember. So, did the dedicated servers have to take this on? Probably because of the fact that For Honor is such a huge game, and it does take time to implement such a big change as dedicated servers. Should they have had them in the first place? Yes, but they didn't. So, at the end of the day, I'm glad we stayed this long. I'm glad to see For Honor stepping in the direction that we've all wanted to see it take, and now Tyler's going to give his piece.
For Honor at this point has been out for a year. As everyone knows here. Vikings are just destroyed the Knights, in case anyone's curious.
Because hashtag roasted.
Yeah, they got decimated here.
We'll let Tyler gather his train of thought as we watch the Knights get bulldozed again. Sure, I'm pretty sure you guys want to hear what's going on, but we want to, you know.
I'll just say this: Blackstone Legion is who I'm rooting for here, because I feel they have the. I don't know if they have the best duo, but they have the best player.
Yeah. Insert Clutchmeister.
Clutchmeister is
scary.
Yeah, but so far we've been shown everything we want. No new armor. Disappointed there. But new gear that Phil will be wasting his steel on. So yeah, not much to say, but we got our reworks. Hopefully next season add some great characters. Guy with a hammer and a Spartan, but yeah.
Yeah, we really want a Spartan and a guy with a hammer. We really do. I mean, I want a hammer because I just love squashing things, and Tyler wants a Spartan because chivalry. Chivalry was our For Honor before For Honor happened. Yeah. But I thought you had a speech prepared for the year For Honor and stuff.
The only thing I could say for the year For Honor is this is the year. This is where everyone who left comes back. This is where everyone who died at the game have to eat their words almost, because they're doing everything they said they wouldn't. Is they're reworking the characters, they're making the game better, they're releasing dedicated servers.
Yep. So yeah, we will be here when Season 5 comes out. We will be here for the dedicated servers. We'll probably be here for when the arena comes out too, because I'll be like I keep saying, I'll be playing that to death because I'm bad at this game. But I haven't given up on it. I'm terrible, but I haven't stopped trying. I play Kensei a lot. I play Orochi, Shinobi, Uramusha, and Highlander. And when people find out I play those people, they're like, wow, you play a lot of the underdogs. And I'm like, I do, because I'm an underdog person. So, yeah. I'm going to stick around for the rest of the tournament because, crates. But after this stream, I'm just going to stop it here because this stream was here just for the reworks. Although, if you guys want to go watch the rest of it, you know where to find it. It's been fun. This year's looking promising for this game. And who knows? I might get the season pass if I can sometime. Who knows? But yeah. Thank you guys for watching, and thank you, Tyler, for being here.
Yeah. Hate the way the Bushi is in 4 before, but we'll see what happens.
I'll see you guys.